everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today we'll be going over the markets. We'll be looking at some charts, Bitcoin charts in particular. Can it get to 11,000? I've been saying that for about a week now. I think it's going to go to 11,000 and it still looks as if it's on track for 11,000 for me anyway. So hopefully it's going to get there very soon. So we'll be looking at the charts as well. We'll be looking at crypto bubbles, we're not really looking at news stories. I'm going to do the news stories separately. But the most important thing is talking to you guys as well, whilst having a wee cup of coffee as well. So, first thing to do is hit the like button down below and hit the notification bell as well. Hit it twice. If you've not been notified before, or if you're not hitting that bell before, hit it twice so you get notified of all the videos that I make, not just some of them. YouTube have changed, so remember to do that and hit it twice, and you'll see a wee notification on the bottom left hand side. And I've got a big announcement as well with regarding to the premium group, and I'll just turn this phone off. Sorry about that. Yeah, with regards to the premium group, we're going to be closing the premium group down at the end of May. So you've got 11 days to get in at this price just now. So I'm going to do a relaunch in July. So if you want to get in on the premium group, and it's $37 a month, which is not much. When you think about it, if I gave a call on Matic, which I did, to say, listen, you need to buy this at 60 Satoshi, it suddenly kind of went up to 270 Satoshi. So you could have more than paid for your premium group membership for about 20 years or something like that. And that's just one call. Obviously there's other calls that go down, but on the whole they go up. But you get into a group that's just crazy about crypto, but they're not crazy about it. They talk intelligently about crypto as well. I've got a brilliant group of people here as well, and hopefully there's going to be a meetup soon as well. We don't know, we've been talking about it for ages, but we need to get something organised, but we want to get a meetup with the admins as well. And we've got a brilliant admin team in there as well. So it's one of the best kind of groups that I'm in, to be honest, but I would say that I'm highly biased, but if you're in the group, you can put your two kind of Satoshi worth as well. So that would be cool if you've done that. So the premium group is closing. There's a link down below if you want to join the premium group to lock your prices in just now. $37 per month, and you'll get calls, not every day, but you'll get calls, about 30 to 50 calls per month on average. And on average, there's about a 20% gain on each call on average. Obviously you're going to have bad months, or I'm going to have bad months and good months, but you'll get that as well. So that is closing very, very soon, and I will be announcing that every day until it does close. And then I'll do a relaunch in July, and you'll never see these prices again. If you're in just now, you're okay, it doesn't matter, you'll be locked into these prices, you're not going to have to pay the new prices, so don't worry about that. So any other kind of comments or questions about that, let me know in the Telegram chat as well. And if you want to join the Telegram chat, you can, as a pre-group as well, you can join first of all, and then dive over to the premium group if you want to do it that way as well. Okay, I'm just going to make sure we're live. I should have done that before. I think there's people in. There is people in just now, and we've got a few people watching at the moment. Excellent. So I'm going to dive over just now, and I'll go to the other camera. Excellent. So I've got the other camera on, and I'm just going to make sure that camera is... 1 second. Right, it's not the highest quality. I should have got that video capture. Right, I'll just leave it just now. It's not on the high quality it should be on. But I'll just leave it just now, so it's all good. So just jump over to the chat area. Who do we have in? We've got Gary Stewart is in the house, Mac Paulin, WAK is in, Donny Don Matthew, Gareth Mabbott, Tony P, Sean Dubbs, Mitch Dieter is in as well, Marcus Jafari, Cal45, Mervyn Skidmore, Matthias, Rigardio, Gareth Passage, Crypto Cannabis, Crypto Don Wan is in, Honest Crypto Journey, Gordy Boy, Gene, Stephen King, High Points Drifter, Nicky Sheldrake, Gino Dow, and Peggy Johnson is here as well. We'll get to some of the comments in a wee second. Mark Paulin, I know it stood out. Good morning. I still keep Matic, bought at 68, brilliant. That's when we're talking about it. Now at 270. You have 4x your money on this Mac Pollen. We'll say take a profit, but not an easy decision. Take some profit. What I would even do at this point, you've made a lot of money from this, so even maybe sell 50% and just let the rest run for a year or however long it's going to go. It's only at 47 million market capitalization, Matic. It's probably going to go up even higher, a lot higher than that. So I'll take profits just now, trade another coin or put it into another coin. So you're splitting your pot and you're diversifying your portfolio as well. That's my personal opinion. So that's what I would do if I was you, Mac Pollen. But do your own research, put your big boy girl pants on and do your own research on that. But that's what I would do on that if you were kind of looking at that. You have to take profits, and if it's anything I've learned from 2018, take your profits, minimize your losses and take your profits as well, or take some profits. Rob Fiddler is in, Debbie Claydon is in the house as well. Good to see you here. Right, so we're going to jump over to Crypto Bubbles. Just now, this is what it's looking like this is for the last 24 hours. So this Japan content token has come back, it's reared its kind of head again. And that's up 45%, so that's dominating this. XVerge is up kind of 9% over the last 24 hours, 48% in the week, which is fantastic. Dash moving up as well, up 29% in a week. Next is up 33% in a week and 44% over the last 24 hours. Solve, somebody was speaking about that a couple of times, up 62% on the week and 2% on the hour. So that's good news. I'm just going to, one sec. I'll just show you what I'm going to do here. No, that's just bugging me. I just like the wee things to be properly done. And that's it. That's for the big ones. That's the last 24 hours. So what do we look like over the last hour? What's it looking like? What's kind of sentiment? This is kind of judging sentiment. Now, about an hour ago, this was all red. A lot of it was red, but it's coming back in the green again. So this is sentiment changes by the hour, literally by the hour. Still got JCT. Elastos as well, up 4.63% in the last hour. Zilliqa, up 3.42. Solve is still going up. Just now, that looks to be a good one. BTT on the way up. True Chain is up as well. Newton is up 1.88%. Vest Chain is up 2.19%. Redcoin up 1.31%. But overall, we're kind of 50-50-ish, we would say. So looking at coin market cap, we'll just refresh this just now. So we have an overall market capitalization of 247 billion. So it's not gone down that much. Obviously, it's gone down over the weekend. We were back up to 8,000. We'll look at the Bitcoin chart in a second. But we're back up to the market capitalization of 247 billion. Bitcoin dominance up slightly to 57.1%. And we'll see who the winners and losers are. Japan content, we'll look to them already. Next, Solve, Dash, Verge, LA Token, ELF is up. Sentiment Network is up as well. And we have Digibyte down 8%, and Decred, ArcBlock, Omisigo, Zilliqa, Inside Chain, Theta, PundiX, Crypto.com all down as well. And we'll see what the percentage is. We've probably got about 60% in the red, 40% in the green. We'll look at all cryptocurrencies. We've now got 2,186 cryptocurrencies listed on CoinMarketCap. And who is jumping up? We've usually got a couple of 100 percenters here. Burn Cash, never heard of them. Volume is 112,000. Market cap's 129,000. Down 12% on the hour, 187% up in the last 24 hours, not over 7 days, 247%, 240%. eChat is up 138% on 1.8 million volume. Market cap is only 160,000 for eChat. And we look at this because this is where we can find some hidden gems. It gives us some ideas of where to look. So what we're doing is we're looking down the market cap. Once we've kind of put the volume at 10k and over, we go up to the highest movers over the last 24 hours, and then we'll start to look at the market cap from there. Burn Cash, haven't heard of it. eChat sounds interesting. Looked at that way in the past as well. And it has been, it's not been really kind of high, 81,000. Just jumping up just now. So it's saying 70,000 at the moment. ROI is 79%. That's from the time it came on to the exchange. And that was back at the end of last year as well. So I don't know if they've signed any agreements or anything, but they're up. Spectrum Network is up 82% on 190,000 volume. Next up 46% on 10.9 million volume. That's only 56 million. SF Capital. Spectrum Network 9,000 of a market capitalization. That could potentially 1,000x. If it was a good coin, obviously. And that's what you have to check out. And market cap of 9,000 and volume of 190,000. But watch trading there, it seems. Possibly. Just seeing what else. Team. I've seen that in the past, way in the past as well. So it's good to look at CoinMarketCap and look at all the other ones. Another good place to look is when you go to rankings, if you look at recently added as well. And see what's been recently added and look for the ones that have got market cap. Swift Cash just added, circulating supply 86 million, volume is not that high, so you might ignore that. IDEX just recently added as well 11 days ago, market cap of 8 million, and we've got a volume of 33,000 for that. That might be a good one to look at actually. It's an exchange that's hasn't gone away, it's decentralized obviously as well. It's had some problems, a lot of problems in the past, but could be one to look at. Doge token, which is not Dogecoin. Centivate, 1.5 million market cap, 36 volume, 1,000 volume. So this is a good place to look for it as well. They're recently added. You can look at them. You can look at that kind of section on CoinMarketCap as well. CoinMarketCap is actually becoming really, really good and useful. Well, it's always been like that, but it's adding more and more to it as well. Okay, so let's look at the Bitcoin chart. Where are we just now? 7,953. So I put out a report in the premium group. When did I do that? I've done that at the weekend. And we'll go to the hourly for that, just see. I don't know if I wiped it. I think I've wiped it. Let me just go to BTC USD. Yeah, it was on this one. Okay, so I put out a report at the weekend. Well, just a quick one just to say if this goes over, crosses over on the hourly, we're going to go up to around 8,000. So this is kind of what it said. It last crossed on the hourly on the 6th of May, 5,661. And it didn't cross down on the hourly until the 16th of May. So it crossed down there. That would have been a sell point at 7,991. And then kind of round about here, it said, okay, it looks as if it's going to cross over again. If it does cross over, could be getting back to $8,000. It did cross back over at 7,400-ish for that. And it did subsequently get to 8,300 before pulling back to 7,929. Where does it go from here, though? Where are we looking for from here? I'm still saying that this could go to $11,000. And we'll look on the daily for this. I'll go back to this chart. So this is on the daily. And this is the $11,000 here. And we'll put in the resistances, obviously. We've got that resistance round about there at 8,400. That's still resistance there. Bring that down. Around about 8,400. So it's not getting past that just now. Once it gets past that, then we've got another resistance, obviously, around about the $9,500, then onwards and upwards to $11,000. So I'm still saying that this could go to $11,000. I've been saying it for a week or two now, and I still think that is going to happen. But any major news coming out, like the ETF being, I don't think the ETF being delayed by the SEC is going to affect it that much, again, to be honest. But it could do. I don't think it will, though. I think people are just, nah, who cares now? If it does, good. If it doesn't, doesn't matter. That's my thoughts on that. So yeah, I still think we're going up to $11,000 for Bitcoin, and we might get a pullback from there. If we get a pullback, 40% from 11,000 represents about 6,500. I'll just go to measure it. 40% is 6,500. So that's my thoughts on where we're going with Bitcoin. We'll look at Binance just now, but we'll go to the chat area. So who else has joined us? Mark Innes has joined us. Good to see you here, buddy. Natasha Sakamoto is in the house. Peter Van Den Wright is in. Antonio Medusa, David Schwartz is in. Peter J. G. Slick, Gino Dow. Oh, so just go to a couple of comments. Binance XVG wallet been under maintenance at Binance for 6 days now. I didn't know that, Gareth. Just not good. It's not good, and the price is going up just now. So I would imagine you can still trade. Obviously, you're just not able to take any out. So it's good that you'll be able to lock in some profits there. Damn, missed the intro jingle. Gareth Passage, which exchange is better than Binance? It's better than Binance. I still rate Binance as the best exchange to trade on. I must admit, I like KuCoin as well. I do like trading on KuCoin. IDEX, I don't like trading on, but you find a lot of hidden gems on there. I've traded on it loads of times in the past as well. What the other bit? I've never traded. Bittrex would still be a good one. That was the very first one I traded on, and I still really, really like Bittrex. So probably be Binance, Bittrex, KuCoin for me. But if I'm being really honest, I've not tried a lot of the other ones. I think I've tried about 20 in total. The others being really small ones. I like Mercatox actually. Mercatox is okay. But it would be Binance, Bittrex, and KuCoin for me. Let's see the comments. Gino Dial, spoke to you a couple of weeks ago, bought JP Morgan shares. They have now gone into crypto called JPM Coin, a competitor of XRP. I'm watching you on my 70-inch TV. That's not a good thing to do. Excellent. That's a big ass screen. That. I'm just going to see if I missed any other comments. Yeah, we're seeing Mark Pawns. Hey Steve, did you ever look into new exchange, Nash Exchange? Yeah, I did. They've already become a fully registered security before launch. Yeah, so looked at that, and that's one of the ICOs I tried to get in on ages ago when it first kind of was announced, but then they closed the ICO and I think it just went to private. So yeah, we did look at that. I looked at that ages and ages ago, and it's come up again. We've been talking about it over the last kind of couple of months, the Nash Exchange. So yeah, I have looked at it. Gareth Passage, I've had a pending deposit for XVG on Binance, so can't trade it. That's not a good thing. G-Slick VET, please. Okay, we'll look at some charts after this. So this is what's happening for Binance tokens, or Binance projects on Binance. This is the news coming out over the next week or so. So Blue Zell is coming up with the Maya release. That's actually today. Korea Future Forum for general, that's a general event. We won't do the general events. Probit listing for ITEX and CoinGecko giveaway. Binance X partnerships with Binance Coin. That's on the 21st. So Binance X official list Binance Coin. So that's an exchange or form of exchange. Aaron at Ebase. Probit listing. I'm just going to see if there's ZB exchange listing for Monero. So not huge events. Web 3.0 community evening, general event, Icon, AMA FinTech conference, weekly development update for Nexus, TPS test results released for Syscoin, Malta AI and Blockchain Summit, general event, Holo, AMA, Nauticus Fuel Trade competition for Ether Party Fuel. That fuel has just suddenly shot up about 40-50% today as well. Bitcoin Day, Montevideo, that's for Aragon and a few others. Verge, Verge Rotterdam meetup as well. So nothing major coming out this week for any of the Binance projects. Obviously on Binance, what we have this week is Harmony 1. So look at Launchpad. It's not Harmony 1, it's Harmony, but it's got the ticker symbol 1 as well. So that's coming out soon. The snapshots started happening from last night. So that's the snapshots happened from midnight last night, UTC. And we're slow again. So that's for Harmony. It's not coming up just now. And by the way, I'm going to get a new computer. This one's kind of dying on its arse, to be honest. So I'm going to get a new computer. Looking to get that within the next couple of weeks. Just looking at the business kind of finance for that. I'll be able to get it in the business, obviously, because I need it for business. And I use it for business, obviously. So I'll be getting a new computer. It's just whether to get the top of the range one, or kind of just a normal one. But I love the iMacs. This has lasted me 5 years without any major problems. This is only the first, and it's just because I'm using more software, and that's why it's kind of going so slow just now. But I still think it has some legs, so I might do something with it. Okay, so this is Binance Launchpad for Harmony, and Harmony's coming out. I think it's around about the 27th. That's going to be released, and I see it as another Matic, to be honest. So should you get in on it? You can get in on it because a lot of people are going to get in it. 16,666 people can get in on it, just doing a minimum of $300 or a maximum of $300 each. You're going to get, depending on the number of lottery tickets you get. I'm going to try for the 5 lottery tickets this time round. Didn't really do it with the others, but I'm going to try for the 5 lottery tickets. And I see this being another good one as well on Binance Exchange. And they've got if you want to kind of read what they wrote on it as well, you can do if you go to research on Binance. So if you go to Binance Gold and you go to research, and you'll see on there the research.binance.com, you'll see the write-up they did for Harmony as well. It looks really good actually. And you've got here, read latest reports. And Binance, a lot of people don't use Binance for this, but it's really good. You can get ratings from other companies as well. For Binance, I've showed you this before. Sorry, it's just taken so long to load. I'll just leave it, but they've got a write-up on Harmony anyway, you can check it out. So the token name is Harmony. It's 1 is the ticker symbol. Hard cap is 5 million USD. Total token supply is 12.6 billion. And total tokens allocated to Binance Launchpad is 1.575 billion. So that's 12.5%. Public sale price is 0.3 of a cent, basically. But what they don't tell you is what's going to be the circulating supply. Now, I don't know if the circulating supply is going to be the 12.5%. So if that is the case, we'll just find out what is the actual price for it, the market cap before it goes live, 175. So if that's going to be the circulating supply, 1.5 billion, then we can work out a market capitalization from that. So we've got a market capitalization of 5 million. So a market capitalization of 5 million when it's first released, or before it's kind of released as was going to be, but we can expect that to double or treble when it goes live to market. And we've seen that with all the other Binance coins as well. So what's happening just on Binance just now? Fuel. We'll just go to this. Fuel is up 40% at the moment. It's been higher than that. It's got to about 45, nearly 50%. Sailor starting to move at last, 229. We're not starting. It's been moving for a couple of days. Matic has just been on a parabolic run just now. We see this. Look at this. So when I recommended it around about 56, 60, that's when I was talking about it and said this is going to explode. It did explode. A lot of people have made a lot of money from this, but where does it go from here? Well, if look at the market capitalization, look at the use case scenario for it, look at what they're doing just now, look at the product, look at the team. this has still got a long way to go. In the short term, it might pull back. It might pull back from here in the short term. In the long term, this is definitely a hold for the long term. So, but short term trading might come back down again, and we could come back down all the way down to about 179. And this is only on the 7 EMA, if we're looking at that from that point of view. So on the hourly on the 7 EMA, it's just coming down just now. So if you got in on Matic when we were talking about it, I did. Obviously, I've been in and out of Matic, made a lot of money on it, which is good. It's brought my kind of portfolio up as well. So I'm using that money to trade others as well. But for long term, I think it's a brilliant long term hold, and I think Harmony could be one of those as well. Sell it, try to get in on that at 500, 365, and on the way down, and it's kind of moving off its bottom at 114. It's kind of doubled from there. Same with Fetch AI, that's kind of moved as well. So all the Binance IEOs finally starting to move. Apart from Matic, that just moved from the beginning, and I think the same is going to happen with Harmony as well. So just watch out for that as well over the next week or so. Snapshot start today, or yeah, what is today from midnight last night, but today basically. So just keep an eye out for that. I would definitely try and get in on that as well. But you're not going to get that much, to be honest. It's $300 at a time for each lottery ticket. And if you get one or two lottery tickets, that would be quite cool. Get $600 worth. So I expect BNB, because of that, I expect the BNB price to go up as well. It's at 360,000 Satoshi just now, and I think it's going to go higher from today onwards for that snapshot. So 360 just now, I think we'll get to around about the 400 level. Again, I think we'll go up to 400,000 Satoshi at least. We'll see what happens from there. But BNB as a whole, just looking at BNB, not just for the IEOs, not just for Launchpad, but looking at BNB at $28 just now, it's a fantastic buy, and I still think we're 4xing from here as well over by the end of this year. By the end of this year, we're going up to $100. I think easily $100, and probably beyond $100. But I've been saying that since $6, and it's coming to fruition just now. Okay, so we'll look at a few charts as well. I think I've not done the small caps actually. Not looked at the small caps for a while. I'll just look at this just now, if it's coming up. So we'll just go back to the chat while we're waiting on that loading. Scott Greenplate is in. Good morning to you. Hey Steve, did you ever look into, right, I've seen that one. Nash Exchange yet, we've looked at that. VT, we'll look at that. Thoughts on New? Haven't looked at New either. N-E-W. N-E-W. Oh, Newton. I just seen that coming up. That's the first time I've seen it. So waiting that loading as well. Everything's kind of really slow to load. Mac Pawn, problem with Binance, you cannot decide a position you want to sold. Like if you bought Matic at 69, 120, 150, you cannot decide to close position at 120. You can. Sorry, I don't know what you mean by that, Mac Pawn. If you're talking about a stop, you can do the stop loss for that. Where's Matic going? Matic in the future. You're talking about by the end of this year, you could see Matic easily get to 250 million market cap or possibly 500 million. I just think it's going to explode and help the Ethereum network as well. It's just going to be amazing for Ethereum, but it's going to be platform agnostic as well. So it's going to help other platforms as well. So, but essentially Ethereum as well. And what you're looking for the speed and everything else, Matic does it. And it's only 47 million just now, and it's going to change. It could change Ethereum totally. And this is why I think Ethereum is going to go up as well. John White, good morning, Steve. Could you check out Intelligent Investment Chain? If we've got time to do that, I'll do that after. What do you think of Top? Looks like a great project with high volume. Rowan Rocket, I don't know, not heard about it. Thanks for harping about Matic, Steve. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have looked at it a couple of weeks ago. Excellent, I hope you got in. Honest Crypto Journey, Mercatox and Bancor are still two exchanges for ETH tokens. Yeah, Bangkok, never traded in that for ages, but we had a brilliant time months ago with Bangkok as well, just trading from one coin to another, just jumping, and it worked brilliantly for a while. Antonio, Steve, how do I get in on with Harmony? Well, you have to buy Binance tokens first of all. So you have to hold 100 Binance tokens to get at least one or be eligible for at least one lottery ticket. The snapshots are taken over the course of 7 days. So it's the average over 7 days. So you need to get 100 Binance tokens today, hold them for 7 days, and that'll be your average. You've got 100 tokens over the 7 days, and you'll be able to be eligible for one lottery ticket. So if you want to be eligible for up to five lottery tickets, you have to buy 500 Binance tokens, which is a lot of money. But you have to buy 500, keep them for the 7 days, and they'll do the snapshot, the average, and you'll be eligible for 5. And then you can assign the disclaimer, or you sign the agreement for it, and that'll be you into the draw for it as well. So it'll come out. But all the details are on there on the launch pad. Go check that, and I'll give you all the details, and I'll give you the updates as well. Lawrence Matthews is in as well. Bernard Ronald is in. Good to see you. Gina Dow looking to buy big on BTT launching end of June. Any thoughts? Well, BTT has started to rise. We can see BTT here. I think it did. Did it get up to 15 Satoshi? I think it did. Yeah, this is on the hourly. It got to 16 Satoshi. That was from 9 Satoshi back on the 14th of May. That was almost 6 days ago. So do I think it could go? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the Tron network, if it's big enough. If it's, I don't know. I'm not sure is the honest answer. I'm just not sure about Tron anymore. So over the Tron network, I honestly don't know. I'm just I'm not sure at all, if I'm being really honest. I don't want to say too much. Natasha Sakamoto, Antonio, click waffle on Launchpad in Binance. Sean Dubs, hey Steve, I've been in and out of Matic, selling before the retest and buying back in. Last night the MACD was oversold, so I got in this morning, it was up another 30 sats. It's Define Logic just now. Sean, it is Define Logic just now. And I wish Dad kind of just held, bought 56. I bought at 70, it kind of kept on going down. I sold at 60, then I bought back in at 56, and it just went parabolic from there. I made 100%. I got out, traded the other ones, traded other coins, and in and out of Matic as well. So it's been a good one for trading, but had I held, which is contrary to what I've been saying for 2018, had I held it, it'd have been really good, because I knew 6 million market capitalization. I knew it was going to about 30 million or so, which is a 5x, and it did do that. Where's it going from here? We're going to get up to 1,000 Satoshi by the end of the year, I think, quite easily. 500 Satoshi very easily, very soon. Short term, we might be due a pullback, but you never know. You never know. This could just keep going and keep rising up to the 1,000 Satoshi, then settle down, and it'll be a normal coin in and out of it. So yeah, it's been a crazy ride for Matic. Lawrence Matthews, hi Steve, just gone to Solarcare, worth a gander I think. Haven't checked that either. Sean Dubs, could you check the Matic charts please? See, the trouble with Matic charts is that we don't have that much data on it, because it's just been kind of released. So that's what we've got in the daily, so you can't really check the daily. You just see that parabolic rise up to kind of 286, but we can check it on go on the 2 hours. I like the 2 hour chart. Crossed over in the 2 hour at 58, never stopped moving, bouncing off the 7 EMA just now. So what I would wait for is maybe a pullback to 261, and if it goes down below that and start using the 7 EMA as resistance, you'll know it might go down further. We could even go down to 197 or so, down to the 50 EMA, and this is on a 2 hour chart, and then bounce back up from there again. It's done that once. When it went down from 137 down to 92, bounced off the 50 EMA and kept on going up. So if it doesn't bounce off the 7 EMA, and uses 70 EMA as resistance. We could go back down to 198, then bounce all the way back up again. So it's just, look, it's just such a beautiful chart. A nice sight to behold. We'll just look at a couple of charts just now. VT, G-Slick, the daily look at VAT. Okay, so we're not going to go on a 2 hour look at the daily for this. We're on the macro view. 50,000 foot view. Okay, on the daily it's not tradable, it's not trading just now. On the daily, 99, I've got a feeling this is going to rise extremely soon, very, very soon. But it did get down to 81. That'd have been a brilliant time to get in, just to buy and hold. At these prices, this is accumulation zones. For me, for VT, for VChain, this is accumulation zones. And just buying whatever you can afford, dollar cost average, just buy VChain for the long term. Is this going up for the long term? I don't think there's any question that this is going to go up for the long term as well. If we look at VChain as well, VT, look at the market capitalization at the moment. That Newton, by the way, 54 million market capitalization, new, so just coming on to the market. I probably wouldn't look at it just now. VChain, 434 million market capitalization. They have been as high as 1 billion. So double from here. That's in dollar value. What was it? The highest, 262 for Satoshi value, 100 just now. So you're going to get at least 100 to 200% on this if you hold it for long term. Are there better opportunities? Probably. With the smaller caps. If you think with the likes of Matic, which is totally different from VChain, if you think with the likes of Matic, it's kind of, Matic is 10 times less than the market cap of VChain just now. So I think the newer ones coming out as well, the newer coins are sexier. By sexier, I just mean for from a market psychology point of view, people are just thinking that the newer coins are better for some reason, and we've become more discerning with the kind of IEOs and kind of not so much ICOs, but the IEOs just now. And Matic and Sailor have all kind of proved that as well. They're starting to move. But the likes of VChain, I think, is going to do extremely well for the long term. So I do like it. Chart looks okay, but it's in kind of accumulation zone just now. Monkey Tom will try disabling your extension Weaver highlights. I think that's what it's called. Might make your browsing faster. I'll try that just now. Disable highlighter. Just disable it. I'm just going to remove it actually because this could be causing it. I can always put it back. Right, so go. That might be a good suggestion actually. So it's one thing I never checked in Brave is the plugins, and I should have checked that. It should have been one of the first things I checked. Right, so I'll go on to and do this again. Let's see if it's any quicker. Well, it seems to have speeded it up a wee bit, so it's not waiting on the highlighter, the PDF part. Oh, thanks for that. That's Monkey Tomo, thanks for that. I don't know if it's helped it, but it seems to have kind of helped it. Gareth Passage, Matic is dropping. I'm looking for a good time to get back in. Sold at 260. 260 for Matic. Where is it just now? 266. So we said it could come back down. So it looks as if it's going to be using, this is on the hourly. It looks as if it's using, if it doesn't go over 269 within the next hour, it looks as if it might be using the 70 EMA as resistance. So as I said, it might come back down again, but just be careful. Be careful because Matic will just be a kind of footnote in a couple of weeks' time. There will still be people talking about how good it is, but this is the kind of sexy coin just now, if you will. So just be careful when you're trading it. For the long term, it's brilliant. If you're looking to buy long term, then it's fantastic. But if you're looking to trade it, just be really, really careful just now. Was there anyone? else? Bet please. I don't think so. I don't think I've missed anything. Solve Care, my apologies. Solve, yeah, we just kind of seen that just now coming up on Crypto Bubbles. So Solve, we'll take a look at Solve. I think somebody's mentioned it before as well. That's a lot quicker actually, so thanks very much, Monkey Tomo. 76 million market capitalization, they came out in February, beginning of February 2019, gone on a big run from here. It was 11 million market capitalization, it's already up 700%. Me personally, I wouldn't be getting at these prices, wait for a kind of pullback, I'd wait for the kind of euphoria to kind of die down a wee bit and then maybe get in then. It might be too late by then, but going up 700% within the space of a couple of weeks. Nope, I wouldn't be doing it just now. But that's not to say it's still not going to rise. It's just me personally, I wouldn't. I'd rather get in the very ground floor when it was kind of these prices at 4 cents. It's now 33 cents. So it's nearly, what's that, 8 times this went up, 8x. APPC looking, we'll just look at a couple of the Binance ones. So Sky is going back up again. Now when you look on the daily, you look at Sky and you just go, well, it came off its bottom, then it kind of had a wee blip. But that wee blip was 108%, 108% blip that kind of rose there. So that was really quite big. So that's starting to move up again after coming back down. Fuel has just gone kind of mental just now. And again, if you look on the daily, it doesn't look, it just looks like a wee blip again. But from its bottom at 91, it's went up 76% over the last couple of days from its all-time low. Yeah, it was its all-time low. Fetch AI from its bottom. Again, that's one of the Binance IEOs, so formula is up 123%. You're going to get a lot of these. Brain is starting to move as well. So a lot of them coming from the bottom. I do up as well, 40%. So what I'm looking to do now, what's been working. So with Matic, I was going to start with, before Matic I was trading and I was kind of getting it up, bringing the kind of portfolio, not the portfolio up, but the funds up. I was bringing, I was increasing the funds, or the Bitcoin kind of funds. So before Matic, and then Matic came along and that kind of made the Bitcoin funds kind of even higher. It was even higher because of that. So what I'm doing is I'm using the 3 to 6 strategy and putting it all in one coin and going all in, and hoping that even if it goes up 10, 20, 30%, then obviously I'll get another Bitcoin. If it goes up, I've worked it out, if it goes up 25% just now, then I'll get another one Bitcoin. If I get into a coin that goes up 25%. So the one I'm in just now is Binance. So I'll just kind of tell you what I'm in just now. So it's Binance. So I think that's going to go up to 360. Obviously, I've recommended it. And a lot of the coins I recommend, obviously, in the premium group, I can't get in on because I've just not got all kind of the cash there. But Binance is one of the ones I'm in. Just now, I recommended Matic. So I've recommended a few of the others. And if you want to see kind of the calls just now, I'll just go into this. So this is the calls just now. This is just for May, and May's not been a particularly good month. It's not been a good month. But we can see Mithril kind of recommended that 537. It went up to 681. We've got Matic. I recommended that again at 174. It went up to 248, which is 42% jump. Seller recommended 127. It's now gone up to, what is Seller? That's still within the 10 days. So Seller, I need to change that. So what did Seller get up to? I called it. That's in 1 hour. I'll just go to daily. So I think it's been up to 237. So I need to change that call for Seller to 237. So 86% jump. And this is a premium group calls. That was called on the 14th of May and they'll last for 10 days. So that would still be in play just now. So that's pushed the average gain up. I recommended Matic as well, but I've not put it on this chart. That would just be kind of skewed. That would be an outlier because it's went up 400%, but that would skew this average gain result. So I've not put that in just now, but I will before the end of May. So that's the calls just now. Now for the premium group, and you can see over the last few days they're starting to move as well. Some of them obviously they go down as well, but that's what you're going to get in the premium group. And as I said, the premium group is closing its doors at the end of May for 2 months, and then we'll be coming out with a new launch, and it'll be more expensive. If you don't get in just now, it's going to be more than $37 a month. It's going to be a different pricing structure. So if you want to get in the premium group, you can join just now and lock in the prices. If you're in the premium group just now, you're locked in for life at those prices. But if you leave, you won't be able to come back at the same price at $37 a month. That's before the end of May. So just be careful of that as well. I think it's well worth it. I think it's well worth it. Just for being in a group alone and chatting every day, crypto, I think it's really good in the premium group. And the premium members will be able to tell you here, they can leave a comment, and I'll ask them to leave a comment once this video finishes as well. Just an honest opinion, not just necessarily positive. If you think it's shite, then obviously say as well in the video or at the bottom of the video. So yeah, I can't remember what I was talking about there. Yeah, I was talking about the premium group, but I just kind of went off on a tangent. Okay, so we'll go back. APPC looking good. Are you still holding? Yes, XRP, yes. Still got XRP and Cardano as well. But now what I'm doing is I'm trading to get more of that just now. And where is... So good prices just now for both of them. BTC. Oh. That's on Bittrex. So 1046 on Bittrex. So good time to accumulate. XRP, same with XRP. Good time to accumulate as well at 5011. It looks as if it's going to go down again. But I think we're going to get another wave. These come in waves. And this parabolic kind of curve we've got here. 100% retracement. And then we're going to get probably another one up to 12,000. And then maybe another kind of retracement. But it looks as if this will go soon. I still think that's going to happen with XRP. APPC, somebody was talking about. APC. Is it just now on a daily? It's at its all-time low. It was at its all-time low. It's kind of come off that by about 23%. So it looks good. That will pass the first hurdle. Then go down to the 4-hourly. It's come down on the 4-hourly. So it was going up. You can see there. Got a nice rise up from 751. It's come down just now, so we'll have to go down to the hourly to look at it. So you'd wait on the hourly, the 70 EMA crossing over the 50 EMA, then you might get in on it. So at the moment, to get in on it, I wouldn't necessarily get in until you've got confirmation. Confirmation would be a crossover. Last time it crossed over was on the 15th of May. It crossed over at 842, and it did get up 36% to 1151. So fundamentally, I don't know fundamental of APPC, but from a TA point of view, I would hold off just now. OEX is one I've been looking at for a while, and I've called it a couple of times, and it's just not kind of right. It's just starting to rise just now. So it's up 5.21%. The trouble with OEX is it's not liquid enough. And that's the only problem with the OEX. So if I want to buy even 0.5 Bitcoin worth, 19,000, I'd have to go all the way up to 2,530 really to get it. Or you could just place an order to buy at 2,510 or something and just keep on like this person has at 32,000. So it's not really that liquid for buying bigger orders. So I was putting 4.5 on, that's 178,000. It wouldn't be good for me, but still I think OEX is going to rise kind of big time. But I did call it, I think, at 2,800, and it kind of subsequently went down when kind of Bitcoin, the arse fell out of it. 2635 called that, did get to 2798, and then kind of fell down after that. Sean Dub, Steve, what are your MA and EMA settings? The MA is just looking at the 50 and the 200, and it's the 7 and 50 for the EMA. So EMA, we just look at that because other traders look at it as well. We kind of sometimes turn the EMA off. And this is the 50 going over the 200. That's on the 1 hour. And the daily was a big one. The golden cross. That's on the open ANX, BTC. USD. That was a golden cross there on the 22nd of April. And we're still well into that just now and looking good still for that just now. Natasha Sakamoto, premium worth every penny, 100x. Excellent. Thank you, Natasha, for saying that. Gina Dow, can I have a look at HealthPort? Ethereum token, please. I just see, we're just kind of finishing up just now, Gino. David Schwartz, how will we know that Telegram group channel will be after relaunch? How will we know what the Telegram group channel will be after relaunch? David, it's still going to be the same. So we're not closing down the program as such. We're not closing down the calls or anything. Sorry, I just meant we're closing down access to the premium. So you're not going to be able to buy or get into the premium group. But you'll be able to, we'll still be there. We're just closing down any new members. So we're closing down membership to the premium group for 2 months until the relaunch. But the group is obviously still going to be there. It's just we're not going to be able to add to the group. So that's what I mean by that. So sorry about that. That was a bit of confusion there. Just received 100k airdrop. ERH tokens. Excellent. Sorry, EHR. Gareth Passage, AGI. HealthPort, and just haven't really seen at all. Now, 1 sec. Just have a very quick look if I can't see it. EHR. EHR? Nah. Don't see on CoinMarketCap. EHR. I don't see it there either. Bab, how Bab doing? I've seen Bab going up on Ethereum value as well. Somebody was saying that was going up and it went up about 17-18%. So come back down. 78. Kind of came up off his bottom there at 68. Moved up to 84, then came back down again. So still bobbing about there. And Digitex, how Digitex doing? Not looked at Digitex for a while, not spoken about it for a while. Still 354. Way low. Real low just now. Metamorph, how are they doing? Way low as well. Not doing good, that's on the hourly. We'll look on the daily. That's so near, close to the low as well. How do 250, not their all-time low, but close to a low as well, but still got hold out hopes for that. BPT, which has went under, more or less. 121. Mental. So dropped like a stone. That was one of the ones that kind of wasted. Adbank, I'll have a quick look at. 23 Satoshi. We're not doing well, all-time lows. So I'm expecting, or I'm just in my mind, I'm just kind of expecting all the 2018 coins that I bought, the ICOs that I bought into, like Adbank, BitDegree, IPL, or Vouch for Me, it's called now. How do, to a degree, I've got the mindset where they're just going to disappear, just like Blockport as well. BAB, Digitex, I've just got the mindset they're just going to, not disappear, but that I've lost the money on them because I put about $10,000 each into them back in 2018, but that's when the strategy wasn't the strategy I've got just now. It was just hodl all the way through, no stop losses, no nothing. Now that is just crazy to do that. So now I'm trading with stop losses, and I'll try and get the money back up that way that I lost last year. But I did take about 40,000-50,000 out. So good from that point of view. But it's working well just now. I've traded my way back, and I thought at one point that I was going to have to give up altogether from crypto because I've lost that much from it. But I've traded my way back and clawed my way back just by the nails. But now I'm on the fingertips again, and now I need to get the elbow up over that ledge. So that's but it was not the. I think I've doubled it, kind of really doubled it or trebled it from when I started back and tried to claw it all back. So I've trebled it. So I think the trading strategy we've got just now in the premium group and the one I'm using just now, which is the same in the premium group, I just think is a really good strategy, rather than just hodl. But there are certain coins you want to kind of hold, especially in this market just now when kind of new IEOs are coming out that will go a low market capitalization. That's when you say, okay, I'm going to hodl, but not when the ICOs came out in 2018 where they were valued at 100 million or something. Like we'll go to Blockport and we'll just have a look and I'll show you exactly what I mean here because it's different from today. The hodl is different from today than what it was in 2015. So Blockport, and this is one of the ones I bought, and it did get to 42 million market capitalization. So I thought, okay, this is going to go up. So it kind of held from there. It did come on. I got in for $10,000. It held it there. 42 million market capitalization. It's now at 584,000. Obviously, kind of the arse fell out of it when it said it's more or less gone bankrupt. More or less. I've not done that yet, but more or less. So that was at 42 million, and I held from there. That was a hodl from there. That shouldn't have been a hodl. When it went down from there, it should have been, okay, had a good run at it. I'm going to get out. I will lose 5-10%, whatever it is. In fact, it would have been up and could have got out there. Today's hodl is totally different. So you're not getting the huge prices. So Digitex as well, if we look at, and I'm not saying Digitex is finished. I'm just kind of looking at it and seeing where the valuation has been. Digitex has been at 102 million market capitalization. It's now at 21, 5 times where it was, but it was previously as well 5 million market capitalization. So it should have taken some profits there and maybe held on to the rest. Sold 75%, held on at 25% just in case it did go parabolic. So it's a different strategy now, and it's a different hodl strategy. So Matic, for example, just came out, 5 million market capitalization, close to $8,000 for the Bitcoin price. So it'll still be good for a hodl. So hodling today is different from hodling in 2018. I hope that all that made sense. For the premium group, do you have a PayPal payment option? Yeah, there is a PayPal payment option. So you can do that. You just click on the link down below and you'll see there's a PayPal payment option as well. Or if you want to do it in crypto, you can. You just have to kind of write to me on Telegram and we can get that organized for 6 months. So you can do 6 months or a year for the premium group. Side or sell, just put in my bank, Gareth. CryptoDon1, good for you, Stephen. I'm glad you didn't give up. We're all learning on this crypto roller coaster. We are all learning from each other, which is a good thing. Really good thing. So, but it was almost close to that point that I just thought, right, this is not kind of working out for me because I've lost so much. I didn't want, it was those emotions, but once I learned to take the emotions out of it and just trade and just look for the 10, 20, 30%, then I've been good. But when you see something like Matic coming along, then you go, oh, this is special. This could go up much more than the 10, 20, 30%. And that's what I think about Harmony as well. I think that could be really good as well. Depends on what it's launched on the exchange at. Johnny Don Matthew, for a Sunday, trading on BitMEX was mental yesterday. BTC was going parabolic and looking as if it was going to go over 9k. People are excited, but closed my trade just around 8,200. Excellent. And that could be really good as well. Johnny Don is obviously doing well on BitMEX. I've done a couple of BitMEX and lost probably about 2 Bitcoin on BitMEX, but that was my own stupidity, to be honest. That was leverage trading at kind of 20x and 50x on Bitcoin, 20x on XRP. So that was my own stupidity. That was just crazy. But if you're kind of going on 5x or 10x, I think that would be a good one for BTC. Aloysius, good morning to you. Gino Dow, DGB, be a good buy. Did you buy? Yeah, I think for the long term, I think it could be. Yeah, definitely. Alex Jug, hello to you. Melvin Skidmore, any thoughts on the SEC pending decision on Bannock ETF? Yeah, I think they're going to hold off. I think they're going to come out, the SEC are going to come out and just hold it off again for another, I don't know, month or two. That's what I was saying at the very beginning. I don't think it's going to make that much difference to the BTC price. When they come out with a statement saying we're holding off again, we're looking at more stuff. So I think that's what's going to happen with the VanEck ETF. And then the next one, the next decision will be the decision just to say, okay, this is going ahead. And that's when Bitcoin will give even more fuel to the Bitcoin fire. And having said that, we'll look at where Bitcoin is just now. It's come down. So 7,868 at the moment. So it is coming down just now, which means Binance coin will be going up probably. That's a good hedge for Bitcoin going down. Yeah, Binance coin is going up a wee bit, 362, not that much. Expect that to jump bigger. Another wee look. Matic down to 270. So you need to keep a close eye on Bitcoin with any trades that you're making today. So it looks as if the Bitcoin's on a wee kind of come down just now. We've got that flag there. Still think we're going up just now, but just be careful. Just be careful when you're trading. XMR looks good actually, Baron. Hello, Tanji. Oi. Oi to you as well. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now. Hopefully I got to most of the comments there, but I'll leave it there just now. I'm going to do another kind of news story just dedicated to the news. It will only be 15-20 minutes long, and I'll get through that as quick as possible. So I'll do that after this as well. I didn't do it at the weekend as well, just having loads of kind of problems with a computer. That's what made me decide, okay, I definitely need a new computer. But until next time, namaste, and be careful out there as well. Remember, the premium group is going to be closing down to new members. It's not been closing down altogether, but it's going to close to new members at the end of this month for 2 months. After that, we'll relaunch in July, or I'll relaunch in July, and it'll be a higher price. It'll be a different pricing structure as well. But so you can lock in your kind of prices for the whole of the rest of your life, or however long you want to stay in it. So that closes at the end of this month as well. So it'd be good to see you in there. Okay, until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels,